Hello everyone, today I'm going to be teaching you how to solve a 3x3 blindfolded. I'm going to be taking you through the entire process. This video is an overview to get you started on some basics. The next video I will teach you how to solve the edges, and then the next one corners. In the last video I will go over memorization and example solves. To learn 3 blind, you just have to know how to solve a 3x3 and have a good understanding of how the cube works. In total, you need to learn 4 algs. They're all in the description, but you might already know most of them from CFOP. I will go over them later in the video. Now, 3 blind is actually very easy. It is just a bit difficult to understand at first, but as soon as you get it, it's easy. Now, how does 3 blind work? You solve the corners and edges separately. Since keeping track of all the pieces all the time, like in CFOP, it's nearly impossible whilst blindfolded. You'll be using a method that swaps 2 pieces at a time, solving 1 piece at a time until the cube is solved. The algs will be swapping some pieces, but will not affect the rest of the cube. This way you won't have to keep track of a lot of things. Okay, so blindfolded solving needs some organization. You will always be solving in the same orientation, so you won't be like rotating and inserting FOL pairs and stuff. You'll always be solving the exact same orientation. So mine is yellow on top and red in front, and you must go pick your own one. You can use this one if you want, but you'll have to stick with it. So you can't change. As I wish to change mine to this, I believe I can't do that without a lot of effort. We also need to assign letters to each sticker on the cube. So not to each piece, but rather each sticker. And so we'll be using most of the alphabet except the last 2 letters, but if you feel one letter is too difficult and you want to replace it with Z or Y, you can do that at a later stage. But so we have 8 corners and they each have 3 stickers, so that ends up in 24 letters, and we have 12 edges with 2 stickers each, which is 24 as well. So we'll be using the alphabet once for corners and once for edges. I'm going to go over my lettering scheme. It goes as follows. So whatever your orientation is, the top left piece, we're going to be going clockwise on each face. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, on the front, U, V, W, X. For edges it goes the same. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X. The more popular one is called SPEFs, and it goes similar to mine, but instead of after going A, B, C, D, it goes to the left face instead of the front, and then E, F, G, H, and then on the front I, J, K, L, on the side M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, and then the bottom it's the same. So you can pick any one of these or figure out your own one, but I would recommend you use mine just for simplicity. You might get confused quite often if you don't follow mine. An easy way to memorize this, since you don't have to go and memorize each letter, you basically, if you have to memorize this piece here, which I'll explain later of course, you can count all the way A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Oh, it's H. But an easy thing to learn is to learn each first letter of each face. So this is A, E, I, M, Q, U, and then you can just go on from there, and that makes it quite easy. Okay, I'll go over the algs quickly so you can familiarize yourself with them so long. Okay, so the first alg is the swapping algorithm for corners, and it is basically the Y-perm algorithm from PLL, but we're going to be doing a twist, so I'd recommend you get the algorithm in front of you, write it down, and then cross out the first F move and the last F prime move. So first and last move of the algorithm are F and F prime. Just cancel those out, and that will result in an algorithm that goes like this. As you can see, that swaps A which is this, specifically the sticker, which is our buffer, which I'll talk about later in the next video, swaps that with this sticker right here, which is Al. And it also swaps these, but that's something that will also be explained later, and you only have to focus on the corner part. So it swaps A and L, as you can see, and it's one move off from the normal Y-perm. Okay, next, the two algorithms for edges. These two are the straight up PLLs, no added weird things. The first one is the JB permutation, which goes like this. And that swaps these two edges, that's where the focus lands. These two corners are also swapped, but as these two edges were swapped during the modified Y permutation, we don't worry about them. I'll explain how they work and play their part in the blind solving. So it swaps these two edges. The next one, also for edge swapping, is the T-perm mutation, which you hopefully also know. And that swaps, again, these two corners, which you don't have to worry about now, but the focus lands on, swaps these two edges. So, yeah, if you don't know those, please go learn them so long, so you can easily follow in the next tutorial. Now there's one more algorithm, which is the parity algorithm. Now, this sounds quite wrong because 3x3 doesn't have parity. What are you talking about? It's just called parity because it's when you've swapped all the corners with corners until you've solved most of them, and you've swapped all the edges as well, but something goes wrong with these two edges that swapped during your corner solving and these two corners that swapped during your edge solving. It happens on 50% of solves, and it's just something you fix with a quick algorithm between solving edges and corners. So the algorithm is the Ra permutation, I believe, and it goes like this. There are alternative algs for this, for the rotating left-handed one. You can use that as well. You just have to remember the AUFs and the rotation that you'll need to add in, or just the AUF and the U2. As you can see, this algorithm swaps these two edges and these two corners, which is the pieces I told you to ignore when solving edges or corners. So this is a parity alg. Just familiarize yourself with these 4 algs and you'll be ready for the next tutorial where I'll be teaching you how exactly to solve the cube. Thank you for watching, and please stick by. It might sound confusing now, but it gets much easier as I explain in the next videos, and you'll be able to quickly grasp what is happening. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.